everybody? It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk. I don't even know if that rhymed, but either way, hello, everybody, on this late Sunday show as we are doing a live match reaction of the Napoli versus Inter game. Woo! Child, 3-0 again, top of the table of the Serie A. Closer. I mean, obviously, we're months still away from, figuring out who'll get the Scudetto and winning, but so far, it's looking good. Okay, it was very important to get those 3 points against Napoli. I did do, I think it might have been, was it yesterday? I believe where I did the live match preview with Arnie, my fellow Inter supporter. We talked about this upcoming game, which this fixture has been a very difficult fixture for Inter for years, where we haven't been really, we technically come off very short when it comes to these particular fixture. But finally we did it, okay, away at Naples. Come on now, getting a big 3-0 win, important, important. And now I believe 2 points ahead of Juve, who did win their game yesterday. But hey, the most important thing is we're not chasing anybody. People are chasing us. So yeah, we're gonna of course dissect it, talk about it. But before we do, make sure that you guys, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up. Okay, the more likes we get, the more we're able to push this video out there for more people to see. Every like count. Feel free to also join the SFT membership and do subscribe. We are still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen. Countdown before this month is done. Let me say hi to some of the people here. Big up to my guy Aaron, aka Arnie, who's been here, of course, like I said. Says Hakan definitely a goal of the season contender today. I mean, we're gonna talk about it. I was like, yo, wow. There was some other. I ain't gonna lie, there was some good goals. That one definitely. We also do need to talk about Barella just dribbling past everybody. Whew. What a performance and a clean sheet. Wow, exactly a clean sheet. I mean, I was saying 3-2. I mean, technically, I wasn't right with us scoring 3 goals, but I generally believe that Napoli probably was going to score as well, that we were not going to keep a clean sheet. But hey, we did. Come on. Inter ended pulling into the end of the week. Well, let's hope Sporting can start the next one well tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, I hear you. I mean, for me, obviously, as like a big Man United supporter, didn't really go so well, but it is what it is. I've said what I need to say in my match reaction for that yesterday, so do check that out if you haven't already, people. But for today, we're focusing on this, and this definitely made me feel better on a very cold Sunday day. I mean, I'm wearing like a thick sweater plus a cardigan over because I think it might be minus 15 here right now. It is mad cold. We got the heater on as well. Like yo, cold settings here in Oslo, Norway. Big up to Ming. Hope you're doing well. Big up, big up. But yeah, let's talk. So obviously, as me and Aaron was talking about yesterday, we both were hoping that Fertasi was going to start. He didn't, but I wasn't shocked. I did say I will not be shocked if he still doesn't start yet again. Regardless, it is what it is. He didn't. But hey, right now, the guys that was there did their thing, and then of course some of the subs also did their thing as well. Big up to Lewis, big up to Shambolic. Um, So basically, we had that first goal, which, I mean, let's talk about it. Okay. 43rd minute. I wrote this down, by the way. 1-0. Rocket goal by Hakan Chanalongsu. I always mispronounce his name, but that guy, okay? Incredible. Lovely assist. Nice little setup there by Nico Barella. But Hakan was like, bam! Outside the box. Rocket. Phew! Zoom. I need to turn off the heater. It got too hot here. Sorry. I was like, yo, is this hot down, yo? Okay, we see you. We see you. Yes, brother. That was a killer goal. I was like, oh my God. 1-0. Bam. Okay. And you were thinking, This is looking good. Of course, second. I mean, by the way, we do need to mention there's been a little bit, unfortunately, some injuries here and there with De Vrij having to be subbed out early in the 18 minutes. So you have Augusto coming in, obviously, due to the fact that De Vrij had some type of knock, might have been a groin injury there. Hopefully, won't be out for very long, but you never know. When it comes to the second goal, we got it in the 61st minute. This one got me extremely hyped. We got Barella, okay, this guy right here, Barella, right? Beautiful goal, triples lovely inside of the box, wonderfully orchestrated, like a wonderful pass from Lautaro Martinez, who didn't get himself on a score sheet, but at least got more of the numbers. Hey, still showing up, our captain indeed. But what Barella did, just dribbling past a couple of um, Napoli defenders like nobody's business. Like that goal was just wow. This is football. This is what Man United can't do. But wow, Inter. I've watched so many Inter games so far this season. Like it's been a very important, what should I say, ambition for me to watch more Inter games, right? Which so far I'm succeeding. And I've been like, I often just be like, oh, it's just beautiful. I'm not stressed. I'm just watching with good vibes, cup of tea, and good energy. You know what I'm saying? Mm, 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 mm. Third goal. That was obviously after Quadrado and Vertesi came in for Mkhitaryan and Dumfries. Dumfries might potentially also got himself a knock. I don't know exactly how, but didn't look too good. Hopefully it could be maybe from that fall he had earlier on in the game, but hopefully he'll be okay. Either way, we got the third goal by Marcus Thuram, who took his shirt off. He was like, "Yay! Celebrate! Come on, looking for celebrate." It was wonderful. Okay, nice set up by Cuadrado, Juan Cuadrado. Okay, but Turam, he's been such. I know whenever I talk about Inter here on this channel, I do have to. I know. I feel like this might have been so overused, but I have to say it. I have to just put my hands up and say he's been such a wonderful signing. I'd like come on. I think what probably Aaron said a couple of weeks ago when might have been when before the Juve game. Was it before the Juve game potentially or before that where we talked about Thuram potentially not just being, one of Serie A's best signings or just for Inter, but probably s- s- you know be up there with being one of the best signings of the summer, like in all the leagues, in my opinion. I'm not saying at the top, but up there for sure. Lord have mercy. For free, obviously, of course, the wages put ways in and all that, so not like exactly for free, but either way, he's been wonderful. And once again, I'm telling you that partnership there between him and Lautaro Martinez, it's lovely. I love it. It's beautiful watching these men play football. I'm just like in awe, in utter awe. Okay. Clean sheet as well. Let's talk about Jan Sommer as well. Hey, come on. I think wasn't it last season where yeah, it was, I remember. So technically last season he ended up, I think it might have been loan to Bayern or they actually bought him. But either way, he became Bayern's goalkeeper, number one goalkeeper, due to the fact that obviously Neuer broke his leg during a ski trip. I think prior to last season, before the beginning of last season, there was. I remember watching some Champions League games where I was like, I don't know about Janssen, but I don't know, man. I mean, watch him, of course, for Switzerland and all that, but I just no. But coming in, replacing Unana, who obviously y'all know plays for Man United, of course, hasn't really been roses and peaches at all, may I add. But I do have to give props to Jan Summit for really looking good. Shot stopping wise, he's been very good. I mean, once again, do we not still have the least amount of goals conceded in the Serie A? I'm pretty sure that's the case. We have pretty solid defense, and that also includes the goalkeeper. It has to be a unit. We're great. I see the fact when we try to play out from the back. He's looking good, y'all. He's looking good. I have to be like, yo, Jan, hey, I was familiar with the game, Jan, but I'm gonna give you your props, Jan. I have to. Let me read some more of your comments before we move on. Shabali said Nigerian striker still at Napoli, though. Yes, yes. So he did start. I think he probably did. He play for the majority of the game. I think he did play for a long time, actually, to be honest. And there were moments where maybe he could have gotten himself, or at least one big moment where Acerbi, like in a situation within the box, where he could have maybe gotten a penalty, but I think it would have been way too soft in my opinion. But there were moments he had, but still, I think at least for the majority of the first half, like it looked a bit scrappy. We're not gonna sit there and say that Napoli didn't have any chances, that they were not on it. I'm not gonna lie, they were definitely, I would say, before the first a lot of the first opening minutes of first half, like they were very on it. The intensity was on, the way they were pressing was on it from Napoli. They just weren't really fully able to get the goal in the back of the net. Also, of course, due to the fact that our defense looked pretty solid, in my opinion. Aaron's is counting us lucky in that case here. 7 degrees, okay, plus. Well, what I do now is the feeling in Naples must be a full 180. My boy, by the way, got 0 minutes, but the dub to me is what matters most. Barella, what a sensation. Exactly. Barella was like, he gave me back to last year's Barella. Yeah, he's looking good. Wow. Goal, assist. Come on. Barella. Big up to Mohammed says Marcus Thuram moves off the ball is standing. He's just the creme de la creme. Lord Hammers. Remember we were talking a lot of people, with Lukaku and Lautaro last season, okay, like great friends. Obviously that relationship now seems to be pretty dead, don't you think? But it's just wonderful to see the type of, you know, connection that Thuram has built with Lautaro and just the others in general, like Denzel Dumfries also. I feel like looks very good. Like I know, very different to the type of football that Man United have been playing over the years, with having of course win backs and whatnot. But I know Dumfries over the years having, he's been often very scrutinized, but I do think that more people are putting more respect, which they should, onto his name, because I do rate him. I do watch him. I do support Netherlands as one of my international, teams in general, like Netherlands, Portugal. I've been watching like and followed along since the year 2004. So I've been a big fan of watching Dutch football in general. Of course, it's not up to standard as it used to be back in the day, but a player as like Dumfries does intrigue me. I like him. I really do. Aaron says Quadrado finally listened to us and made a decision for a change. Yes, I'd say for signings overall, my opinion, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and then Thuram. Okay, you're being a little bit biased there with Szoboszlai, McAllister. I mean, McAllister, wonderful goal today. Not that we're going to completely turn the talking point to something else, but that was a good goal. But hey, I'll say, like, you can say Madison, you could say, of course, Bellingham, 100% up there. There's so many you can talk about, but I do think it's important to mention Turam for sure, in my opinion. Keep getting the likes up, everybody. Keep getting the likes up. Not going to be live for that long, but we keep going. Um, let's look at the table. Let me check out the table for a second here. So, like I said, we are at. Let me see here. Okay, so we are. Yeah, we're basically 2 points ahead of Juve, like I said. So we got 35 points. We've only conceded 7 goals, by the way, so far this season. Lord have mercy. While Juve has conceded 9. So they have 33 points. Milan, I see Milan got 29 points. So we're literally 6 points ahead of Milan, who's in third. Whoa, I just clocked that Roma is in fourth now. Okay. Roma is up there. Napoli now fifth, obviously, due to the fact that we won. Fiorentina's there as well. Yeah, so the table, come on now, closer and closer to getting the Scudetto, which I believe we can do. I generally do think we can do it. I believe, I generally believe that we can make that happen. Next upcoming games for Inter, we have obviously next Saturday, which will be against Udinese. Where are they on the table? Oh, they're 16th with 12 points. Lord. That's going to be at home at San Siro, so I do expect us to be able to win that game. Um, they might. Hmm, I wonder if there will be some changes there in that game potentially. Of course, we're going to be playing in the Champions League, so the final Champions League group stage game against Real Sociedad. That's going to be the following Tuesday on the 12th of December. And then, Lazio, Sunday on the 17th. That's actually also the same day where we have Liverpool facing Man United. So big games. What time is it? Okay, so late. Hmm, I might be able to do a live match reaction for that one. Probably. Because I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to like not do too many of the match reactions just so that I can be able to mix it with some of the other content that I'm doing as well, following along with United and women's football and all of that jazz. So we might probably not do any type of content for the Udinese game, but Lazio though in about 2 weeks time we'll definitely do a match preview for that and a match reaction. But it's looking good though. I'm very happy with how Inter is looking. Um, we're playing some very good football. Inzaghi is doing well, and we're getting closer and closer right now. I just hope what I would hope is can we do what Napoli did like last season where they just ran with it. At the end, it was just too, it was they gotten so far that and gotten so many points that it was too hard for anybody else to catch up is the word that I'm looking for. Hopefully that can be the case, but we have to wait and see, of course. Big up to those of you watching. Aaron says, "Oh wow, forgot the bell, but yes, impact wise, he's up there." My picks were like obviously in context of before season started. Of course, I hear what you're saying. I hear you. We're calling him the bell. Is that a nickname? Interesting. Big up to Giannis. Let's big up Sofia. Arsenal fans recently have been getting on to Inter. I've heard that. Inter Milan's nerves. What is their problem since they beat Lyon 6-0? Think they already won the UCL. I this is oh my god. Even though Man United, let's be honest, Man United most likely we're out of the Champions League. But of course, I will still be doing content after Man United is out officially. Once we say officially they're out, for me, the route is following along with Inter and see how well they're gonna do. So I will definitely do more so like okay, Inter content in the Champions League for sure, or Champions League in general. But imagine though in the round of 16 if Inter gets Arsenal. Ooh, because the way some of these, because I'm like, do you? The thing is though, when the way some of these fans are chatting, are they had they watched into the games this season? And I'm not saying just like one or two. I'm actually have you watched? Okay, when they've gotten the chat, have you watched? If not, hush, because I've been watching. I can literally count on one hand how many matches I've missed, and it's not that many. It really isn't that many. I've watched majority of the games so far this season, okay? And done lots of content so far for it as well as you guys can see. So I think it's a bit disingenuous and a little bit naive as well for Arsenal fans to I don't know create a beef for no reason, expect them to completely run over Inter, which I think is a bit mad, if I'm gonna be honest, because Inter, hey, they showed up and it's like we be disrespecting. Like I love the Premier. I do think Premier League is the best league. I prefer, but I feel like Serie A has definitely grown a lot. Obviously it was incredible. Like what I've heard back in the day with like the '90s, where Italian football was dominating and and all of that for sure and prior. And then you kind of feel like it's dropped maybe a little bit down. Of course, when you've seen Juve for years, like 9 years prior to Milan getting or not Milan. I'm actually, what am I? I'm tripping. Prior to Inter, of course, breaking that, what should I say? That curse. Um, it just felt like a one horse race with having just one team dominate for so long, and now it's just gotten way more exciting. That's why I've been like really excited with watching more, especially following along with Inter, um, with how well we're doing right now. So I'm saying all this to say I do think it's a bit naive to discredit a team just because they're not in the Premier League. You know, that's all. That's all. That's all. I do think Inter got something. Let's not forget that Inter could have, if Lukaku had his proper shooting boots on, the same with Lautaro Martinez in the Champions League final against Man City, they wouldn't gotten in trouble because Man United wasn't going to do it. Inter was close. Nana did everything that he could, and then we just gave Rodri an opportunity. Bam, 1-0. But hey, that's not going to be the story against Arsenal. I think that much. Aaron says also us winning Scudetto, by the way, most importantly means we save Serie A from Juve as much as it would also suck to see Milan win it. We'd rather them domestically any day over Juve. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But I think, I genuinely believe that we can do it. And I know there's been so many people, sometimes, often outside of the Serie A, people say, like, yeah, but Milan's going to do it. Milan go be winning against Inter in the Champions League semi-final last season. I was like, nah, they're not. They're going to win Serie A this season. No, they're not. I'm so sorry to break it to you people, but Milan ain't all that. They're not. Inter. What we're doing right now with Inzaghi, I'm telling you, I think this might be the season. I will tell you right now. I think this might be the season where we get this Scudetto again. Pick up Henry. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Uh, Big up Aaron says Inter versus Arsenal under the San Siro lights will be quite something. By the way, Prem and the best anymore. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's Serie A for me. And I hear you. I hear you. I mean, watching some of the games earlier today, for me, I was like, damn. Obviously, we have horrible refs, but that's another story for another day. But Serie A is looking mad good though. I've been utterly entertained. It's very important for me to watch more and more, not just the Premier League, but just more and more football because I'm a lover of football. Big up to Henry Ray for sending a super chat. Thank you for your wonderful donations. Let's keep smiling, keep supporting Sofia. I appreciate it. Thank you. It goes a long way. It helps the channel. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Lewis says we can do better. Rash, come on, mate. And United. Fam? Yeah. I will be doing, I'm actually, after I've done with this live, I will be planning or preparing the content for this upcoming week. And one of them on Monday, which will be tomorrow, is going to be Man United versus Chelsea. Uh, since we're playing on Wednesday. Big up, big up. What else is to mention? So, like I said, next game, we got Inter at home to Udinese. Expect to be able to win that, we have to say. Ozan, what did I tell you? I got receipts, my G. Says, yo, so I gotta hold that Inter back on top of Serie A. Exactly. You try to be slick with moi and say Juve at the top. I told you. Let's deal with Napoli. Say, wait, calma. What I learned today, after, because I was trolling some Liverpool fans, and then suddenly they won at the end. I was like, you know what? Soph, wait. Hold your troll. Hold your ban. You can banter, but just hold it. Just hold off a little bit, just a tiny bit. Don't jinx. You know what I'm saying? But big up though, big up. Yana says, I think Alex Ferguson was linked with Inter once upon a time. Ooh, imagine. Yeah, I feel like I might have heard that. Imagine if we had him. It would have been amazing, but he rejected, I think, towards the towards of this day. Yeah, yeah. I mean, thank God. I had a wonderful time growing up and watching my guy. Where is he? Sir S. Ferguson. Yes, grandpa. Yes. Aaron said the reason I say Prem second best is purely because of no one really stepping up to City's dominance at the moment. Until that stops, you can't be known as the best league. Look at Italy, 4 different winners in 4 years. That's a good point. But to be honest, I think maybe this time we might be breaking the cycle. I don't know. After seeing City dropping points again, I was like, you know what? I might have been wrong again with City. Because first I was predicting Arsenal to be winning, and then I was like, no. I saw City was just poof running with it, and then I'm like, nah. We'll see. I will after the January transfer window is done, which will be February. I will then do like my final and last updated Premier League prediction. So we'll see. Also says I turned it off after Barella scored. Not gonna lie, I knew. Brother, don't you ever, don't you ever underestimate my Inter ever again. Excuse me? I don't think this ain't Man United, and I'm gonna. You know what? My team can hold it. My team can hold. Man United can hold it. That's when you can be like, you know what? They can hold it and all that. They can hold it. But Inter, they're not holding anything. Only the top of the table. Boom. Yana says, but what is going with Man United though? It is just looking really bad. I haven't seen Man United this bad in my life. The brother, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's match preview because I want to focus on giving Inter the respect time of the day after winning. But hey, there's a lot going on, Giannis. From top to bottom, it's a lot, brother. It's sad. Mm, it really is. Keep it in the likes up, everybody. So yeah, what else is there to mention? Boo, 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 boo. Oh, why did I say? No, that was correct. Ooh, to those of you who did watch the game, who did you feel like stood out to you in terms of like your man of the match? Maybe for me, there are bare players, but I do want to say, you know what? I think probably Barella. Barella looked really good today. He looked very good. He did. He did. I was like, wow, 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 wow. With the goal and assist, not just that, but just that he was doing in general, but also, of course, Thuram. Come on, you know. Yana says we're building a new stadium as well in the future. Just want to let you know, 70,000 capacity in Rosano. I think. Yeah, I've heard about that. I think isn't it like in 2024 where where maybe they're closing San Siro then? I think because that obviously is a joint stadium between Milan and Inter. Um, but God, I've never gone to an international. I really want to, so I'm gonna try. I really would love to go to San Siro before anything before it actually closes down. So that will be a goal. Hopefully, sometime next year by the end of this before this end of the season, it will be great for me to go to Milan, take a flight there, and go and watch my team into play. I'm gonna see, because that would be dope. Seriously. Wow. There's just so much free flowing football in general. And it's just also I just love like at least seeing it from TV, the atmosphere just looks lovely. And right now to cook is something and it would be dope to be able to be there. Aaron says, I'm saying we beat Sociedad in 10 days at home to top our group in case we don't get chance to do a preview for that. Okay. Gonna go 2-1 with Vertesi to at least come off the bench, if not start. I think I might agree with that as well, to be honest. I think probably I would say maybe say a 2-1. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy, but I do think we'll win it and be top of the group because you would want that. The thing is though, you've gone through, but it'll benefit, especially now that Inter technically we Inter had a pretty good run to the final if we're gonna compare it to Man City. Man City had a difficult run to the final last season. So it's better for Inter to finish top and then but the thing is though, they can still be able to meet a tough opponent. Like let's say an Atletico Madrid finished second, they could be meeting Inter, who's first. So it's something. you kind of have to take that into account, but still, it's better to be finishing first, top of your group, and then meet whoever finishes second. Iana says our biggest rivals is Juventus. By the way, there's more battles with Milan, and the funny thing is we have the most rivals in Italy. Italy, for example, Milan does not have rivalry with Juve. Yeah, hey, yep, I do. I do. I'm very familiar with the big rivalry. The fact that my father actually bought me a Juve shirt last season is a bit mad. I do have it in my collection. Pogba shirt at the back of it. Every time Inter plays in Milan, Juve fans come together. Look at how they celebrate Man City's treble. Hey, I hear it. But the thing is, though, isn't it more so? If I'm going to be, I think maybe outside of, I think maybe in Serie A or for like or in Milan is probably more more Inter fans. But what I've known outside, I think it might be more probably more Milan and Juve fans compared to Inter. This is just what I'm saying from like me living in Norway. I've actually known to hear more of people being Juve or Milan fans compared to an Inter fan if they're do you know actually watch Serie A. If that makes sense, I don't know. Um, but hopefully more and more like now that we keep doing well, more people, more kids will be. I don't know, maybe. I haven't actually found any type of like Inter community here in Norway. Be dope to see if I can find some Inter fans, but I haven't found anybody. Maybe one. Leon says, are they going to close the San Siro forever? Such an iconic stadium. That really is an iconic stadium. I think that's what I've heard. I do need to do some more research, but I have to be able to try to go before. Like I've have like a bucket list that I want to be able to travel to so many different stadiums across Europe. Like I've been obviously to Old Trafford, watch, two games. One got canceled first time. I did a vlog about it years ago, so do check it out if you haven't already, or not a vlog, but story time about it. And then I went to just like a stadium tour last year when I was in London at the Emirates, and I was going to also check Tottenham Stadium, but we ended up going. I was with my father, and my brother. We came there a bit too late to the stadium, so it got closed. Yeah, the time we were there. But next time I'll definitely go, and I'll probably go to Stamford Bridge. Would of course also would like to visit Anfield. St. James is probably dope. I would love to go visit Ike Stadium, Bayern Stadium, Dortmund Stadium, of course, Santiago Bernabeu. I mean, obviously, Barcelona is doing the whole thing with their new stadium, but would love to see that. All of it, all of it. So yeah, there's a lot. Sports said Jackson disappointed me. Action, no Jackson, or Jackson, no action. And Muhammad said, I am an Inter fan in North. Big up, Muhammad Ali. Are you really? Look at big up to you, bro. Come on, man. Spud me, G. Spud me. Finally, fellow Norwegian and a fellow Inter fan. Come on. Yana says, I have to sleep. Good night, Sophia. But just wanted to say the last thing we so have big fan base, but the most following teams in Italy, for what I've heard, is Juve and Inter. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Big up though. Have a wonderful night, wonderful rest of sleep. Sleep. I cannot speak today, but yeah, sleep well, brother, and we'll talk soon. Big up for the Inter. Forza Inter. Giannis, two FA Cups though back to back. You may want to just hold that. Also, where's Juve Euro trophy since '96? Was hoping you saved. I mean, I'm pretty sure Giannis is an Inter fan as well, though. Aaron, Kalama. He's a fellow Inter fan. I'm pretty sure he is. Sports says so. There is more Inter fans in Milan, but there is more AC fans in the world. That's what I'm pretty sure. I feel like I've heard. Also says, have a great week, Soph. See you Wednesday. Yes, yes, yes. Also, I will actually be back tomorrow, though, to do a match preview for Manchester United versus Chelsea. So, hey, feel free to join then. I'll let it know later. Aaron says, I can get you into Sellers Park. Ooh, Aaron? Okay, good to know. I am Inter fan. What is he talking about? Exactly, he is an Inter fan. But guys, I think we're going to end it at that. Wonderful game, great result, big win, and I cannot wait for it to continue. So, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be 8 p.m. live match preview for Manchester United versus Chelsea match preview. The El Modico, basically it's the El Modico, the El Shitico, all of it. Okay, both of us are in the mud, so let's do an El Clasico for that. I have fellow um, content creator who's been here before Nas, okay, Chelsea fan OG, who will join me tomorrow to preview that game. So make sure that you guys are subscribed, have a notification bell button so that you don't miss out when I go live. Either way, like the video, subscribe. Feel free to join the SFT membership. Once again, big thank you to Henry for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do subscribe to Henry Ray Baker's channel. Is a Liverpool supporter, but does not just football content, lots of other content in general. And I've been on Henry's channel twice before, so show my friend Henry some love. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great time, and we are back tomorrow. Peace out. Sophie out. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.